Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be playing a visual novel game called Bonbons. This is also a fantasy anime style visual novel with some FNaF office gameplay elements in it, so this should be pretty interesting. Now I did start the game a little bit to see how things would work, so if you do see some saves, then that is why. But anyway, with that being said, let's dive straight in. Actually, I gotta say, the main menu music is actually pretty fire. Like, hold on, let's listen to this real fast. Dude, who's in the studio for this remix? Hold up, wait a minute. Alright, well, without further ado, let's dive into a new game. Do you want to start a new game? Yes. Alright, click to continue. What is your name? I could go with the default name, or I could do something else. Let's see. Well, it's FNaF, so let's see. You know what? Jeremy. Is that how you spell it? Jeremy. I think that's how you spell it. Let's go Jeremy. Wow. The name is kind of dumb. Oh, thanks, Ditzy. Whatever, Jeremy. Anyway, the boss wanted me to explain a few things to you. I don't know why he wants me to deal with whatever riffraff that comes in here when clearly I have a rabid guard dog. Alright, first of all, a rabid guard dog does not sound safe whatsoever. Also, I like the circus baby design going on with her. That's cool. But I digress. I was informed to let you know that Bonbons has swapped to a completely 2D background system. In previous versions of the game, we had 3D backgrounds meshed in with the 2D ones. To save our artist time on drawing over the last 2 months, we've swapped out those 3D backgrounds to make everything uniform. Took a little bit, but everything clearly looks good. Alright, hold on. I will say, let's see. Let's pause for a second. The music is kind of loud, I won't lie. Turn it down a smidge more. Okay. Back. Okay. And resume. Okay. There we go. It's much better. Okay. Second, moving forward, you're going to see a lot of recycled and reused art in the story. The boss is doing this because he rewrote the intro a bit and he felt he could use previous art that he didn't want to go to waste. Oh, so is this just telling me about the game? I had to actually rewrite the start of the game and didn't want to push the artist to focus on it when we already had art I could use. Last thing, the boss wanted me to say for you to manage your time wisely. Enjoy the game, but please don't spend all day here. You're needed elsewhere. Whether in your family, in your school, at work, just be present in your life. Don't shrink away and spend all your time playing these games. You have your own life to live, and you can affect other people in a positive way. And hold on, that's actually a pretty cool message. Thank you, developer. Wow, I say that, but I've been trying to record at least one video today and I've been having issues, so let's hope this one goes well. Can I go now? I need to set up for my show. Do the thing. You're going to stay here for longer if you don't do it. But please have a good time, Master. Good game, Master. See, no, it's not so hard. Enjoy the game. I don't like going into the city much at all. I grabbed the last of my bags and loaded it into the back of my truck. But this time is different. I need to find a job. The crops out here aren't growing, and my savings are starting to look slim. I close the back of my truck. What, are we a farmer or something? I need to find some work, even if it takes me a few days. If I don't, I could be in danger of losing the farm. Okay, so we are a farmer. And that's not an option. There has to be some job out there for me. I start my trek to the city. First, I make my way out of the forest surrounding my property. On the rusty gray guardrails, I start to follow my way to the main road. It's about half an hour away to get to the city. The turn brings me into a long straight road, with trees being replaced on either side of me. Yeah, this is a visual novel, so I'm gonna need something to make my throat moist, which I have Gatorade next to me, so that should help me throughout this video. The turn brings me into a long straight road, with trees being placed on either side of me. I decided to chat with myself to pass the time. Yeah, because the thing about these games, dude, yeah, these games take a toll on my throat. Anyway, y'all don't care. This is just my luck. I moved out here to enjoy nature and explore my passion for gardening. And almost a year in, all my crops are failing. I set the wheel as I gather my thoughts. And I have no idea why. I feel my heart rate starting to rise, as the idea of my endeavor failing so early causes a bit of panic. I'll think about it later. I'll come back with some money and have the property checked out. I take a few moments to drive further towards my destination. As I continue my drive, my surroundings start to shift. My shoes from the world starts to run out as I reach the last few trees at the end of the mountain slope, the terrain lurking into a large green field. The change of my surroundings makes me think about my destination and who I might run in there. I don't know many people in the city. Though, to be fair, I never made much of an effort to when I was there. That fact alone is part of the reason I moved so far out here. As I grimace at my time there, a few nice memories pop up of my stay. Eva. Hello, Eva. Looking thicker than a snicker. Golly! Look at all that thickness. Alright, I gotta chill, dude. Alright. Probably one of my closest friends ever. Still remember the day I was sleeping in a park after being kicked out by my mom, and a purple-haired lady came over to me looking very disgruntled. I remember I tried laying on some charm so she'd leave me alone, but that seemed to only piss her off. She could really yell back then. As I continue onto the open road, I can feel a smile form on my face as memories of our relationship continue to flood my mind. After that incident, by some chance, we ended up talking with one another. Man, I can never read when I'm recording. We were the same age, and she recognized my situation with being kicked out at 18 since her parents tried to do the same thing to her. To here. But she was smart at connections, so that she wasn't in a bad spot like I was when she inevitably had to go. She got me my first job working security at some kid's pizza place a few years back. Yeah, I will say the art style is actually pretty cool. I like it. Nice job, developer. We worked together, which honestly made some of the most fun and memorable memories I can think of. Looking back onto the road, I feel my smile fade as I remember the next part. With her helping me so much, and us being together all the time, we naturally got closer. Some would say too close. That was my mistake. In the end, she wanted something I couldn't give her. A pit forms in my stomach as I remember her request. Since then, we decided it was best to stay separated, though it seems I took that directive more seriously. I think about my lifestyle over the past year or so. I've really just been working, trying to make sure my crops fare well throughout the growing season. It's been stressful. Since I'm alone, I found other methods of stress relief. Yep, you sure have. That's. Didn't need to see any of that. Alright, that's. Though I'm not particularly proud of it. I gripped the steering wheel as I looked down the road. Well, I just saw his meat. Didn't need to see his meat, but I saw his meat. Lovely. Let's just hope I can find some temporary work here. I can sleep in my car to reduce any money spent that I earn. I sit back for an hour and continue my drive. It's about another 15 minutes until I make it to where I need to be, and then I can start my search. About an hour and 15 minutes later, okay, I checked all the spots I usually go to when looking for work. Bars, strip clubs, etc. They all said they didn't need any help. What's weird is each of them stated they didn't have many customers these days anyway due to some place called Bonbons? Oh yeah. I stepped out of my car, walking up to the aforementioned establishment. A little bunny girl sits on top of the building, advertising the place. It's themed. As best as I could tell, the establishment doesn't advertise what it does very well. But for it to take all the local places as customers, what kind of business is being ran here? As I got closer to the door, I could see a sign on the window saying, "Help Wanted." Could this be what I'm looking for? I get close to the door, trying to spot anyone through the glass. I can't see anything. If it's taken from all these other nightlife establishments, then it must be open late. I raise my hand to knock on the door. I'm only able to get a few knocks in before the door opens with a creak, like it was never closed. Weird. Someone must be around then. I get confident step inside, half hoping I'm not breaking and entering. Once I get the darkness of the place catching me off guard, I just barely identify the colorful interior with the dim lighting. The walls are rusted gray, and a simple look works in harmony with the floor's clean black and white tile design. Pink, yellow striped tables sit in front of me. The whole look kind of reminds me of this pizza place I used to work at. All that's missing is some party hats. That statement is further supported by an arcade I can see in the back corner. At the corner of my eye, I spot a stage, something a performer would be standing on. This place took away this town's nightlife. What could be here that pull many away from drinks, girls, and a bit of fun? After a few minutes, hearing nothing, I come to the conclusion that I may have just broken in here. I wanted to become another sadistic. I turn to leave. That's when I feel the hair standing up on the back of my neck. And that's when I have to take a drink of my Gatorade because my throat is begging for it to be moist. So give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Immediately I turn to face a man who's larger in stature, sharing a skin tone close to mine. A quick glance at his appearance shows me he's at least 6 feet, somewhat buff, and has a mean look on his face when staring at me. The scar held on his right eye and his crossed arms don't help my perception of him. It upsets me a bit as I stare back at him, but I don't back down due to my background insecurity. I wasn't trying to do anything stupid. I'll just let him know I'm here. Wait for him to speak or speak first. I don't know, this guy kind of seems like not the patient type, or whatever you want to call it, so I'll speak first. Hello. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I saw the Help Wanted sign out there and was looking for work. I tried knocking, but the door just came open, and I guess that you were open. He saw and sits down at the table off to the side. It proves a bit more lighting. He pulls out a clipboard he seemed to have already prepared, and motions me to sit in front of him. I follow suit. I take a seat, doing my best to stay calm, but something about this place advocates a latent fear within me. The name's Joe. I'm the owner of this establishment. He speaks as he looks down his paper with a dead gaze. I have wanted sign up there is for security. I have valuable assets here that I need to be protected day and night. He looks up at me, taking a moment to scan my body. I don't know why, but it gives me the creeps. You look adequate enough for the position. You'll definitely be able to stifle any short-witted ideas our guest may have about messing with my assets here. His words are possessive. Whatever his assets are, they must be very valuable. Do you have any security experience? He stops the twirling of his pen and waits for my answer. Keep it short or go into detail. Joe looks like the type of dude to not be very patient, so I'm gonna just keep it short. Better keep it short. Yes, I had security work a few times. Yes, I've had security work at a few places in town. Worked for a few months at a time at each. He nods his head, not really showing any interest in my answer, past a yes or no. After writing down some notes, he starts to talk about the job. Your work will be simple. You'll be working here from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Watching over the club. Oh, lovely. 7-hour shift. I turn my head into confusion as he states the establishment's purpose. Club? I look around, not seeing any dancers, alcohol, or anything else you might find in a club. Yes, we're a club. He sees my confusion and sighs, suddenly raising his hand. I wait a few moments, confused about his intention, which is until I hear a set of somewhat heavy footsteps making their way from the darkness from behind him. At first glance, it seems like a woman standing behind him, waiting for his instruction. On my second glance, I spotted the obvious differences the subject had from a woman. Her skin was pink and covered with fur, her midsection was split, a middle spine holding her lower half and top half together. She was wide and well endowed, and she was very clearly not a normal human person. I was bewildered at her appearance, not even turning to scan my face. Joe speaks up in response. Calm down. This is part of the valuable assets I was talking about. What's standing behind me clearly isn't human. I nodded. What you stated so far is very apparent. She's a robot. An advanced one. You can call her Mona. She's part of the main cast here. Robots? Yes. I don't know how much you keep up with the technological advancements of today, but groundbreaking advancements are being made every day. Mona is one of my advanced creations who are housed here. In simplistic terms, she's an intelligent robotic reformer for my club. I nodded, though a bit confused. His explanation was understandable. To think something so advanced was housed here in the city. Cast? As I stated, this one is Mona. There's 4 others, but you'll meet them soon enough. Bonbon, Ditzy, Nina, and Vixie. I mean, we've already seen Ditzy from the intro of the game, so all are housed within this establishment. I see. I guess this line of questioning brings us to what exactly we do here. This guy is perceptive. That was going to be my next question. He pauses for a moment. Then, without much care, his hand reaches out to grab the woman behind him. Yo! Joe! That rhymed. Damn, he's got that grip. About to rip it off. Good lord. Joe, relax. It's not that deep, Joe. He squeezes hard enough for his fingers to make an indent in her fleshy bosom. Again, Joe, relax. It's not that deep. Though I try to keep my expression neutral, the robot woman and I share some obvious shock at his actions. Her hands jump up in shock. Her first instinct seems to be to defend herself, but she fights the instinct and just accepts the touch of her creator. Though we're shocked, Joe doesn't seem fazed at all. It seems like he took action without much care or thought. Not trying to elicit a reaction, it seems he was just trying to show me something. Maybe he's trying to show me the intentional voluptuous of her body. I start pitching a half tent in my pants at the thought. Didn't need to know that, but okay, thank you, Jeremy. Then starts to speak. He turns to me as I can see the robot visibly start to shake a bit. I can see a small smile starting to form from the corner of his mouth as he begins to speak. As you may have heard, our business here has been taking from almost all the local bars and strip joints. You may be wondering why or how. He pauses for a moment before continuing his explanation, deciding to lead with a question. What do you think is the number one thing most men want in their life? What do they crave about all other things? I thought for a moment about his question before answering. What do most men want? What do I want? I don't know. To be loved, to be happy, to be rich. I mean, I'm a guy myself, but I have no clue what I want, so I don't know why the hell you're asking me. To be happy? I don't know. No. Happiness can come from anything, so it doesn't make sense to strive for it. Good answer, but the real thing most men want is to be free. I mean, I suppose that works. He lets his words hang in the air for a moment as he lets go from behind his attendant's breast and rests it on his chair. I notice her skin turning red, simulating a blush seemingly from embarrassment. But my attention is on Joe as his eyes rest back down at the application and he continues his speech. To put it shortly, this place allows for that. I can see him sneaking a glance at his watch. After looking for a moment, he lets out a huge sigh. We need to wrap up here. Listen, I'm going to level with you. I need someone to watch the place tonight. We can talk about your payment and your possible feature for tomorrow morning. What do you say? I take a moment to think. I don't have anywhere to go tonight. I need money quickly as well, and this place seems to be doing well for itself. I could make a nice amount of money without much deliberation and having to decide partly out of desperation. There isn't much to think about. I should at least try and see how tonight works out. After some rest, I'll be able to think a bit more critically in the morning. I got up and shook his hand. Afterwards, he sent his attendant away and took me to the skating room as fast as possible. He quickly showed me the skating cameras throughout the building and left me to my own devices. Okay, so this is the FNaF gameplay section of the game, which is going to be pretty cool to see. After he leaves, I'm finally able to take a deep breath out. Something about him scares me. The way he glazed at me, the way he spoke. This whole place has a strange feel, but I chalk it up to nighttime jitters. I'm standing over the desk, situated at the back of the room, flipping through the various security cameras. Okay, let me save real fast. Okay, there we go. This is a pretty high-end laptop. I guess that's why the quality is so good on the cameras. I wonder if I can look around to spot the other cast members that Joe guy was talking about. I continued flipping until something caught my eye on one of the desks. Open compartments. ATA break order? Who could this? The clock in the room started blaring in front of me, signaling the start of the night. Alright, here we go. Sitting up in my chair. Alright. I started to tinker with the recorder as I sat down. Alright, the night begins. Let's do this. Alright. Hey, alright. Hold down with left mouse. Flash with, okay. Okay.
Shit, is this thing on? Can't even tell. Whatever. This is Mike, and the date is currently September 19th, 2005. I just finished my first shift at Bonbons, and my heart is pounding. I'm supposed to be working night security at this place, but the weird owner told me that these robots were supposed to be glitching. I expected it to be twitching or something, not a furry robot pounding on my window. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, fuck it. I made it. In the morning, I need to make it a task to check out the blue rabbit. Tonight, she was the only one moving. It seems she preferred the left hallway, and a quick door slam was enough to push her away. Please let her be the only one doing this. I know I need the money, but I can't handle more of this scary shit. Mike out.
Okay, so, I wonder how hard this section of the game is gonna be, dude. Okay, well... Okay, so we gotta keep an eye on you, then. I'm assuming that's Bonbon. Dude, I'm not gonna remember these controls. I'm just not, dude. I'm gonna die. Oh, and she's moving. Hi, Bonbon. Okay. Just keep checking the office once in a while, just in case, and just focus on Bonbon. Oh, she moved again. Hi. Oh yeah, she's moving. Alright. Okay, well, it's 2 a.m. Dude, okay. Dude. I get this is a visual novel, but, dude, I don't know what it is about FNaF. It just freaks me out way too much. I don't know why. I guess it's just the unknown factor about FNaF that gets to me. Because that's what the first game... that's what the first... Oh, she's in the hallway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my office. Oh, yeah, she's in... Oh. Bonbon, okay. Okay, I have goosebumps now. Bonbon? Bonbon. Okay, wait. Hold... Bonbon! Oh, shit! Oh, God. Is she gone? Bonbon. 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 Dude, I need a minute. I need to drink my Gatorade. Dude, oh my God. Dude. Dude, my heart is pounding right now. Dude, what the fuck? Okay. I swear it was... I swear... Wait. I won? I swear it was 4 a.m. when Bonbon attacked. I don't know if she attacked or not. I think she did. I'm not to see when I measured in the video, but... Alright. A sudden alarm chimes, signaling the end of my shift. I feel my heart pounding in my chest as I stare at the door that allowed me to keep my attacker away last night. Okay, so she did attack me, okay. Fingerprints can be seen in the door's metal handle as I go. Dude, I am not ready for the other nights. Oh no, dude. Oh no, I am so unbelievably cooked. Oh no. I'm left a bit shaken as I breathe heavily. Running over to the desk, quickly checking to see if all the valuables are in the correct positions. And I did see a Foxy in the game. Oh, dude, no. Okay. Okay, I gotta calm down. I'm just freaking myself out here. Okay. Her breath stalls as I check to see that each one of them is sitting in their correct position. Ceiling turned off. I almost collapsed with relief as the night finally seemed to be over. My heart rate slowly but certainly returned to its normal pace as I see that each one is unmoving. Actually, since the night went by that quickly, I hope that's what happens on the other nights too, but knowing my luck, it probably won't. As things go back to normal, only one thought crosses my mind. I have to get out of here. Once I check to see the coast is clear, I'm out. A howl lasts for the club, room by room, passes me in the blink of an eye as I reach the outside area. I catch my breath as I scramble for the keys to my car. I pat my pockets down, throwing out things like my phone and my wallet onto the hood of my car. Dread starts to fill me as soon as I realize I left them in the location. The negative feelings stop as I hear the distant sound of key jingling behind me. I turn around to see Joe holding my keys. Before I can react, he tosses them to me with a smirk. Alright, Joe, my guy, I like you, but you gotta explain, alright? I need an explanation. Who's this? My first reaction is confusion as I suddenly hold the keys I was so desperately searching for. His face doesn't change at all, though. He just seems amused by my reaction. Slowly unlocking the car doors, reaching for the handle until I stopped in my tracks when Joe shoves an envelope at me. Here, inspect the envelope. Damn, that is one thick envelope! Inspect the envelope. After being frozen for a moment, I decided to glance at the envelope he was trying to hand me. It was a bit thick at first glance, like a small paperback book. My eyes light up as I realize it's money. I run my fingers along the bills, figuring out it's a stack of 20s? Oh, Joe is hooking me up. I'm taken aback for a moment as I steal slight glances at Joe. Try to speak, but admittedly a green cat has got my tongue. What's this for? As I ask, I slowly take the envelope. He looks at me confused, as I were asking a stupid question. I said we discuss your payment tomorrow morning, which it is morning. $1,000 a day? Dude, with that kind of money, dude, I would have my own house. In 2026? In this day and age, dude, I'd have my own house. And probably much more. Dude, where is this place located? I need to work here. Like, I'm not... Dude, the whole dishwashing job is not doing shit for me. He states my pay fatly. My jaw almost hits the floor. He continues on. I paid you just now for your trial run. And you've done incredibly well. There's no way he put me in the risk of danger for a trial run. There is no way. Okay, Joe, I like you, but at the same time, I hate you. Joe. Today will mark your first day, and tonight your first official night. You'll get paid for each day you complete. That includes the night shift. On the morning after your workday, I'll swing by and give you your payment by hand. Yeah, that strongly implies there's going to be other nights in the office, which I am not looking forward to. So if you're still here tomorrow morning, expect another envelope like that. I paused for a moment, trying to take his flood of information in. $1,000 per day. It'd be 10 plus nights pulling an all-nighter as a bouncer, mostly outside of a cold-ass club for 7 hours straight. I take a moment to weigh my options. Well, $1,000, dude, I'm not good with math, so I'll put it on the screen, but $1,000 for the entire year, dude, whatever conclusion I come up with, that is a lot of money, holy. I don't know what the day shift consists of, but in 5 more days, I could have enough to get my farm back on track and more. I glance back down on the envelope, checking if the cash is real. Once I confirm, I take a deep breath. One more day and then I'm out of here. I take another deep breath and outstretch my hand. Alright, I'll be your aid. Hey, is that one meme? That arm meme? It kind of looks like it, because I got a red shirt and Joe has a gray shirt, so I think that is the meme. Anyway, for now, he smirks and shakes my hand. His grip is tight, cold, It makes me feel uneasy. His hand is so cold. Follow me inside. With that statement, he disappears into the restaurant. I shiver for a moment. I'm enjoying the feeling Joe gives me, but one more glance at the envelope puts those feelings in a box and locks them away. I have the envelope in my car, and once it's locked, I head inside. Alright, I'm gonna save again. Now, this part of me hopes he's leading me somewhere close to off. Almost dying makes you really tired and wanting somewhere you can rest. I looked around for Joe and spotted him heading back to what I assume is the office, and he takes a random left, and we're in a completely different room. The room is barren. The room is pretty barren. I only spot a couch and a static buzzing TV that lights up the rest of the room. This is the break room. You can take breaks away from the customers here. You can sleep over there. Yeah, I have to lie. Considering what type of establishment this is, yeah, you might not want to look. You might not want to sleep on that couch. You might want to get a black light to see if there's any, suspicious stains on it, as it were. He points on the couch in the corner. That door leads to the shower in case you need to take one. His hand points at the door in the corner of the room. With a little care, he walks past me to the door we came in. Rest here for 2 hours and meet me in the kitchen. I have a few things to take care of. He speaks in an oddly concerning way, but with exhaustion setting in, all I can do was nod my head. He leaves the room, and again, the air feels less tense. I'm able to take a deep breath and relax for a moment. This job is something else. High-tech sex worker robots, but they glitch out at night and scare the absolute shit out of me. But for watching them for a day, I get paid $1,000. It's like getting paid to be in a haunted house. Actually, if you think about it, yeah, that's basically what FNaF is. You're getting paid to be in a haunted house. I blink slowly as exhaustion washes over me. I can do it. I have to if I want to save my farm. I yawn as I lay back. One more day. Hold out for one more day. Okay, now we're sleeping. A few hours later. Alright, I'm gonna go check my things, make sure everything's up and ready to go. So I will be back in a moment. Alright, we're all good. Okay. A few hours later. My eyes open back up to the same dimly room. Only now, instead of the static from the TV, there's the knocks of sound faint of a shower running. A bit groggy, I scan the room for the source of the sound. Looking over at the door Joy pointed out earlier, I could see a light and a faint bit of steam coming from there. Is Joe running the shower? I look toward the ground and at the shower door, and a corset is there. That doesn't look like Joe's clothes. I should go check it out. Walking towards the door, I make sure to stay as quiet as possible. I hope someone didn't break in. Reaching the door, I find it to be slightly ajar, enough for me to peek inside. Okay, feature me, just in case there's something explicit on screen, you might want to censor it. Alright, take a look. Steam and white tiles are all but visible inside the room. I crane my head to the left and right to see who could be in there. My head stops when I spot a blur of blue through the steam. There's no way an animatronic is taking a shower. My eyes try to focus on what it is as I stare intently at the blurry spot in the mist. Yep, that is an animatronic taking a shower. I never thought I'd ever see that in the year of 2026, but hey, anything is possible nowadays. And also, damn, the cake on that bunny. Though, as the steam starts to clear a bit, I'm able to see the body of what looks like a blue bunny woman enjoying her shower. Man, the technology must be insane for animatronic to be able to take a shower. Though there's still steam and she's pretty far, I'm able to spot the familiar anatomy of the female body. I blush and start and almost stagger back, but then I'm frozen still as I smile. I'm frozen still as I realize that this is one of the valuable assets I was watching last night. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Bonbon. Yeah, Bonbon tried to kill me. It can't be. But I definitely recognize those ears in that face. I look at how she's enjoying the shower, water falling down in her body, and am almost in awe. She's one of the robots who were roaming around last night. I know Joe said they were advanced, but this is unlike anything I've ever seen. Right? It's wet. It has boobs and a... I stare for what feels like ages before a tinge of embarrassment washes over me. It's like I'm staring at a real woman. I feel embarrassment, like I'm actually peeping on someone as well. I grimace at the feeling as my mind starts to shift to its more logical side. I don't think I should be doing this. I don't want to get into trouble with Joe. Stop watching or continue watching? To do or not to do? Let's see. Well, y'all won't be able to see any of this unless you play the game for yourself, which will be in the description down below. You know what? I'm in this game for the full ride, so continue watching. But I'm supposed to be watching them. Well, technically, I am supposed to be watching them. So, hey, it works out. This counts as watching them. It could get damaged, right? Exactly. See? I slowly reassured myself and steal my mind, silently continuing to watch her. She continues her shower, turning around to rinse out her hair. My face grows redder as I'm able to see the full extent of her backside. I start down her back as I see the waterfall from her shoulders to her pretty thick backside. Emphasis on thick. I stare, a small part of me, wishing to be one of the water droplets, touching her most intimate places. Okay. Alright, buddy, relax. Okay. As she finishes with her back, she bends down. Her fattier parts jiggle as she moves. Her bazongas plumpily hang a bit from her body as my gaze lowered to her plump thighs. I have to grab my to prevent anything from bursting out as I stare at her nether regions. Oh yeah, that's a view. Okay, that is definitely a view. Bro, why is it so detailed? I put in a daze as only one thought comes to mind. I will say though, thick thighs save lives. Thick thighs do save lives. I want to get closer. I lean forward, closer into the steamy shower room. I wanted to do it stealthily, but my body didn't agree with me. My eyes widened as I fell forward, my foot getting caught on something lying on the floor. Shit. Closed my eyes, fear and embarrassment washing over me as I fall face forward. I braced myself for impact until I'm stumped. I hung in midair for a moment, feeling myself being helped up by my hoodie. Before I could even register the situation, I'm picked up and easily carried out of the room. After a few moments, I'm let go and recognize my surroundings as the office. I'm spun around. It's a chicken. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. That's a bucket of KFC that I definitely want to dive into. Is that the family bucket? Because I'm all for it. A yellow hen wearing an apron is staring up at me angrily. I thought I heard someone sneaking around. I caught you, naughty boy. You're not supposed to be here or staring at the employees while they're showering. Her southern accent really emphasizes her anger. I'm the new security guard. I heard the shower going off, and I thought someone had broken in. I wasn't trying to perv. Confusion flashes across her face. Her expression ends up softening. Oh my, I didn't realize. I knew you were getting a new guard. My apologies, dear. I saw you staring and assumed the worst, but you were just trying to protect us. Well, it's lovely to meet you. It's lovely to meet you, fellow employee. You can call me Nina. She smiles and offers me her hand. Wang? Jeremy, it's nice to meet you. I accepted her hand and shake it. Her hand wing thing is kind of weird. It's kind of what you think shaking Big Bird's hands would be like. But it's weird. She's a girl, I'm assuming, so her hand and grip feel weaker than mine. But she's a robot? I take a moment to ponder that thought as it genuinely perplexes me. Ahem. Huh? Dearie, you're still holding on to my hand kind of tight now. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Settings. Yep, the music is loud as fuck, so let me turn that down. Okay, resume. Dearie, you're still holding on to my hand kind of tight now. Oh. I quickly take my hand back and apologize. Sorry, I spaced out a bit here and there. She giggles in response. It's mighty fine. I'm used to bush being frozen around me. She says, giving me a small smirk. Wait, is she flirting with me? Compliment her or moving on? Again, that's a KFC bucket I really want to dive into, so, the family bucket, alright, compliment her. I look at her up and down and whisper under my breath. I can see why. Oh yes, I can see why. Alright, I gotta chill, dude, alright. A blush appears on her cheeks as she smiles. Well, you're a little flatterer, aren't you? She giggles. Apologies, again, I just started last night and the owner, Joe, let me sleep in a bit in the break room. She looks up at me, noticing the dark circles around my eyes, and gasps. Are you sure you don't need more sleep, dearie? You look tired still. Dismiss it, or address it. Well, we were woken up by the sound of a steaming shower, so sure, admit it. Yeah, I have a few issues with sleeping, but I promise it won't affect my work. Hey, me too. Me and Jeremy are the same. Your work isn't what I'm worried about. She pauses. Well, if you ever need help sleeping, come talk to me. She smiles. I'll be happy to help. Thank you. She's kind. For a clanker. Whoa, Jeremy, whoa! It's 2026. You can't be saying that. Whoa! Alright, whoa, we can't be saying that. Well, she was going to meet him in the kitchen after I'm done with my nap. I should go catch him. I turned to walk past her, but she stopped me. The kitchen? Well, I'll walk with you if you don't mind. The kitchen is where I spend most of my day anyway. Oh, alright. I walked to the right hallway. She's still able to hear the sound of the shower near the breaker. Whoever's in there must really like the shower. Oh, I guess we got a face reveal for me. For me, at least. That's cool. Alright. Nina follows me, hands together and down near her waist. She smiles, and we start our trek, side by side. Walking with Nina was strange, a new, mystical feeling. Yeah, walking with her feels oddly nice. I can't explain it. We traveled from hallway to room until we made it to our destination. The subscription is very compact, but still seemed easy to get lost in. I walked ahead and immediately didn't have the best sense of direction, which led to Nina leading us to the kitchen door. I opened the door, turned to keep chivalry somewhat alive, and I scanned my surroundings to see no one. Nina takes a moment to look around before confronting his absence. Looks like he's not here, Sugar. Yeah. Do you have any idea of where he could be? She puts her finger on her chin, thinking for a moment. Not really. He disappears for most of the day and pops up randomly. But most likely we'll be back for breakfast. Would you mind joining us? We'd love to have you. The word of breakfast is fuel to my stomach and a temptation to my thoughts. Yeah, if you don't mind having me. We'd love to have you. We'd love to get to know our new coworker. A thought crosses my mind. They're not human, so what does breakfast look like to them? What do you mean when you say breakfast? You don't mean like bowl of soup or anything, right? She stares at me for a moment and bursts out laughing. But God? I'll never do that again, dude. That was okay. Bowl of soup? Sugar, heavens no. I'm a cook here. Trust me, you'll find something appetizing among my spread. It'll take me about an hour to bake breakfast. Would you mind making sure the girls are awake? Aside from Bonbon, the rest should be sleeping. Oh sure, I'll find them. Oh, and try talking with them. You'll be seeing a lot of them here, so you want to be on good terms. Talking. Not a problem. Talking isn't my strong suit. The only reason I've been able to hold a conversation with this one for so long is because she's really nice. It's comforting. If the others are any different, I may have some trouble. No, I can't think like that. Just put my best foot forward. I can do it. I turn towards the kitchen door and wave at Nina. I'll do my best. See you in a bit. She smiles, waving me off. I should be able to find my way around the place, due to the fact that I was looking at the layout for the building most of the night. Oh, okay, choices. Cool. Wait. I'm sitting with a desk situated at the back of the room, flipping through the various security cameras. Wait. Wait, hold on. Did I just... Hold on. Wait. No. Wait. Save. Just load. Oh, okay. Shit. Okay. You wanna load? Yes. Okay. Stop, because I don't... Yeah, this feels a bit wrong. I started to back up from the steamy doorway before I could do anything that could put my job in jeopardy. I continue backing up slowly until my foot gets caught on unsecure tile. I'm about to fall onto my back until I'm caught. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, okay. Let me skip, because I've already seen this. Yeah, I loaded the other one by accident. I'm like, what? Okay. Okay. Let me get back to where I was. Okay. Compliment her, I guess. Okay. Admit it. Okay, skip. Okay, let me save here, just in case I accidentally load the other one again. Okay. Skip. Okay. Skip. Okay. Skip. Skip, 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 skip. Okay. Let me save again. Okay. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Pirates Cove, Ditsy's stage, player 1. Let me save again, just in case. Alright. Ditzy stage. You know what? We were first introduced to Ditsy, so let's go to her. It seems like the easiest and closest option from the office. I follow the camera's directions and find a door labeled Ditsy's room. The room seems to be very large. It reveals the main room size. My eyes shift towards the main stage of the room. Next to the pole, there's a giant box with an equally sized handle connected to it. It's plastered with circus art. The front displays a big top 10 with a clown juggling, bordered with simple but intricate patterns. I open the door fully and walk into the room. I don't see anyone in here. Is this room empty? I look at the box and its size catches my attention. I decide to walk over to it. What's with this huge box? Intrigued, I raise my fist above the lid and slightly tap it a few times. There's no response. I decide to try and open it. Before I can in, a groan escapes from inside. Be gone! I need my beauty sleep. Static crackles as whatever is inside speaks in a deeply, sleepily posh tone. Okay, either this is Ditsy or this is some puppet character. I don't know who you are, but Nina says she'd like you to be up for breakfast. Someone fills the air. Until the chime of a music box starts playing. Huh? I ask it loud in response to the childish tune suddenly playing in front of me. With no time to react, the box bursts open. Yes, it does. Gotta censor that. Her. Yep. Hello, Ditsy. The confetti explodes out, and a clown woman emerges, causing me to stumble backward. Who are you, boy? She places emphasis on the boy part, as she sets her arms on the rim of the box. I mean, this is going to be censored, but I just want to see the full thing. Yep. It's exactly what I thought it would be. Yeah, let me, Yep. Actually, this part was actually on the game page. This screenshot. Hold on, wait. Did I? Let me save. Hold on. Did I? History. Did I skip anything? This is emphasis on the bullet part, and she sets her arm on the rim of the box. She leans forward, arching her back inwards. Her ass sticks up in the air. Okay. Her bazongas squished together between her arms, looking like they're going to break through her tank top. I can't help but blush and stare. Let me say it again. Okay, front view or back view? I mean, at the end of the day, it don't really matter, but let me get a front view, please. Yep, that's a front view. She curls down her box, studying me, not seeming to care about where I'm staring. Her stare is sharp, piercing right through me. She scans my face until she stops. The anger on her face switches to realization. Oh my, I guessed. Popping back into her box for a moment, she elegantly raises from the box with a whole new attire, akin to a Victorian doll. There we go, that's the Ditsy I know. And love. She clears her throat and stands up straight, her demeanor completely changing. Dearest esteemed guest, I do need to inform you that this is a series of limits. Please come back during the opening hours, and I, Ditsy, will be very happy to entertain you. She smiles, then makes hand motions for me to leave. I laugh, without much thought, I switch up an attitude being very amusing. Well, Ditsy, I'm actually unemployed, and Nina told me to wake you up. Small drop, her expression turns to disgust. Another peasant to deal with. And a human no less. No matter, you won't last very long here, like the peasants before you. Well, Ditsy seems very lovely. In your brief time here, don't even begin to think you'll be able to outshine me. I'm amazed at the way her words flow. It's like she's auditioning for a play. Very loud and dramatic speech. It's almost performative. I think she wants me to play along. Says who? I doubt it will. Yeah, Ditsy, says who? Why not? I don't see the harm in playing along. I don't know how long I'll be here. Maybe I just may outshine you. She rolls her eyes. Out with you now. I must be dressed appropriately for breakfast. Yes, of course. I exit the room and shut the door. That wasn't so bad. Heading back to the office, I look at the computer screen for my next destination. Alright, well, let me save again. Let's see, let's go to Pirate's Cove. Since I did mention Foxy before, from the office, I navigate my way towards the Pirate's Cove. And I navigate my way to another drink because my throat is killing me, so... Alright. Arriving, the room seems to be a pirate-themed bar with signage. I just had a voice crack, and I am 21 years old. Lovely. Let me try it again. Arriving, the room seems to be a pirate-themed bar with signage everywhere, encouraging the visitors to drink. There seems to be a small stage in the corner of the room. I move towards it, being wary of my surroundings. Getting closer, I notice it's a small stage. They may use it to entertain guests, but what about the main stage of her hit? Oh, that's a view. Alright, that's a view. Turn my gaze to the stage behind me, only to see a large red ass inches from my face. Yep, that's certainly a view. The lewdness of the situation makes my breath stop. I back away a few feet away. Wait a minute, I back away a few feet away from the large orb to see the person robot was attached to. I don't know why, but the beginning of that sentence made no sense to me. I don't know why. This must be Vixie. Fuck, I thought it once, and I'll think it again. Joe is a fucking pervert. Dude, all of these animatronics are thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. They are thicker than a snake on a Thursday afternoon. Oh, I wish you could see all the thickness. I can feel my nose leaking a bit. Bro, he's having an anime nosebleed. Alright, dude. Relax. I wipe my nose clean and look around, noticing I'm alone, seeing the fox is still asleep. I make a conscious decision to pretend I didn't see what I saw. Yeah, so Vixie is passed out drunk and naked, so that's always lovely. On account of not wanting to be potentially murdered. Yeah, we wouldn't want that. Just gonna pretend I didn't see that. I'll clear my throat and knock loudly on the side of the stage. Hello? Time to wake up. No response. I knock again. Wakey wakey, breakfast is nearly ready, even though I'm not sure how robots can eat human food. There's a whine of disappointment, then a crash. Are you okay? Yo! I need a bigger throne. The fox drunkenly slides on her clothes that sat conveniently next to her. She then turns her pissed off gaze towards me. Who the fuck may ye be? She says this with an undertone of anger, really very prevalent. There's a creak and some scratching across the tile floor of the stage, readily approaching me. Ye best answer now. Fess up, lad. She turns her head sideways while looking at me, stops, and then realizes. Oh, a customer. Her expression quickly turns to a smile. Hey! Pizzeria Simulator music, dude. I know I've been going on tangents and whatnot throughout this whole video, but dude, I love FNaF music. It is so good. Like, we be not open yet, laddie. Sorry. Vic's here, right? Aye, Captain. I'm Jeremy, the new employee. Oh, yeah, breakfast is getting ready, so come when you can. Sounds good. Thank you, matey. Her voice is starting to make my head spin. I rub my temples, quickly smile, and quickly leave the room. She seems very open when it comes to how she sleeps. Heading back to the office, I look at the computer screen for my next destination. Well, I only got one destination to go to, and that would be party room 1. I flick the lights, and the room flutters to life. And it's a relatively plain room, with the white walls and wood trims. Plenty of tables, a bar, a stage, and in the center of the room, there's a round fuchsia couch around a stage that has a stripper pole in it. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. I glance up the rafters. There's the white and pink fox I saw last night. Oh, Mona. Just like before, her midsection is missing and her attire is definitely more casual. Her limbs dangling about freely as she sleeps. Her loose top has fallen up and over her part of her face, leaving her huge bazongas exposed. Oh, never mind. I tried to avert my gaze, but it's like her bazongas had their own orbit. What? Their own orbit. Okay, that's new to me. Alright. To avoid getting bricked, I decide to focus on trying to find a way to get up to her. Hello? No response. She turns over, obviously, in a deep sleep. Oh, it would absolutely suck if she just fell off the thing. The lights in my voice don't wake her up. I look around once again. On the floor, there's a leftover unused party topper. Admittedly, this probably isn't the smartest idea here, but I can just turn and run if anything happens. I pick up the topper and awkwardly fiddle around with it. I find the right way to hold it and hold it straight. A loud bang erupts from the party popper. The sound fills the room. Whoa. Confetti falls to the floor. Yeah, she don't look too happy from being woken up. The popper's loud sound was a bit unexpected, so I'm left stunned for a moment. Oh yeah, she is pissed, dude. Alright. My thoughts are interrupted as I'm pounced on by the previously sleeping pink fox. Oh yeah, she is definitely pissed that we woke her up. Fuck. I'm able to open my eyes and pull out of my dazed state to see her, mouth gaped and jaw showing with a snarl. Teeth bared, it looked like she was about to take a bite out of me. I mean, I know these guys are robots and whatnot, but it seems like they have adult instincts as well. Holy shit! I'm sorry. I start to stammer as fear fills my body. She holds my body down with ease, hands pressed against my chest, teeth bared near my neck. We're in a situation akin to a wolf and a rabbit. and it seems like I'm the prey. She's overpowered me. I'm trying to struggle, but I can't move. Oh shit. Her jaw starts opening. Slobber in some type of goo falls on my cheek as she lets out a low growl ready to bite. Some type of goo? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that's kinda gross. Some type of goo? Oh, okay. It was primordial. My whole body is frozen, powerless. There's nothing I can do. It's over. Fuck, please, I stammer and stutter, looking for something to say, my heart pounding against her oversized hand. She reels back to bite as I push out a final plea. I'm the new worker here. Mid-bite, as she lunges at my neck, she stops. Bro, she's about to commit the bite of 87, or whatever year this takes place in, but she closes her jaw and locks eyes with me, blinking them open. Her look is strange. It's dazed and confused. As for why, I don't know, but I'm thankful she stopped. Huh? She looks around to see where she's at, and then looks back down at me. She looks at her hand on my chest, and her face instantly appears red. She runs back off of me and starts apologizing. I'm so sorry. I was... Did she just yawn? What? How? She was just ready to bite me a few seconds ago. What was this change in demeanor? I apologize. I get a bit bitey when I'm asleep. Yeah, you don't say. She hides her tail between her legs, obviously seeming uneasy with the situation. And she also seems genuinely sorry. I didn't get a good look at her face before, but holy shit, she's tall. She's bending down, but damn, she's almost as tall as me. And I'm a behemoth. I take a second to get up. I dust myself off, still shaking. Fuck, I thought I was gonna die, but she seems to be under control now. Nina wanted me to tell you to come on down for breakfast. I'll be there. I nod my head and walk back slowly, getting ready to go on my way. These things are dangerous. Even though it was an accident, I felt like I was going to die. My legs are still shaking. I don't know about this place. I don't know. Heading back to the office, legs are shaking. I look at the computer screen for my next destination. I think we went to all 3 locations. Oh, okay. I guess we guys just go to the kitchen now. Let me save and go to breakfast. With everyone woken up, it's time to head to breakfast. Man, I'm starving. I think they're still a bit wobbly from the near-death experience. I make my way towards the main dining hall of the establishment. It's bright, colorful, has a few stages, and plenty of tables. I can smell a mouth-watering mixture of various foods. It brightens my mood a bit. Wow, technology has come far. That smells better than most restaurants around here. I look around the dining hall, spotting Nina serving everyone. Everyone has huge plates piled with pancakes, toast, eggs, and bacon. Nina's eyes meet mine. She smiles and beckons me to come over. I sheepishly approach, and she pulls out a chair at the end of the table. Sit, darling. I'm sure you're starving. You have no idea. I sit down and she pushes me. Dude, I can never read when I'm recording. Good lord, my brain is malfunctioning. Okay. I sit down and she pushes me and then plops a plate down for me. Are you vegetarian? Not at all. She smiles again and piles my plate up with everything. Hey, wait, hold on. I glance to my left. A small chill goes down my spine, seeing Mona there. She's slouching. Her sulking form shifts nervously. She glances down at me, and back to the table multiple times. Dude, this might be the thumbnail. Wait. Let me move my mouse. This might be the thumbnail. What? Hold on, let me save real fast. Hold on. Let me hide this. H. Okay, that'll do nothing. This generally might be the thumbnail. Wait. Okay. She very carefully picks up a pitcher of orange juice. It wobbles and shakes as she slowly brings it to her cup and pours it in, letting it fill to the top. She lifted a sigh of relief and sets it back down. To my right is Vixie. She's happily chowing down breakfast. Not a care in the world. Although she's chewing awfully loud, I can hear her teeth clink together. I pick up Bonbon, who I've only seen once this morning, in the shower. She has her plate piled up with sweets and things of that nature. I look over towards Ditsy. She's sitting across from Mina with a well-balanced breakfast in front of her. Bon, would you please pass me the grape juice? Bonbon huffs and rolls her eyes. Get yourself, you lazy bitch. Alright, well. Nice introduction to Bonbon for the second time. Her composed veil is instantly shattered. Do not disrespect me like that, you spoiled brat. Shut your trap, drama queen. And for the last time, I am not a brat. Oh, why I oughta... You two, quiet. Behave in front of our new employee. Nina squawks, glaring at the both of them. They shut up and share a tense gaze for a moment. Nina leans over the table and grabs the pitcher of purple juice. She hands it to Ditsu. Thank you. At least someone has decency here. The look of disgust spreads across Bonbon's face. She opens her mouth to say something. She changes her mind and just rolls her eyes. Breakfast is quiet. Intense for a few minutes after the miniature shouting match. I sit there, keeping my head down and enjoying the food. So, Jeremy, what do you think of the place so far? Let me save again. Charming or interesting? I gotta say, pretty interesting. This place is definitely interesting. I hope you mean that in a good way. She winks at me. I awkwardly smile back. Of course, huh? Nina, you're not the chef, though. What do you need? Is there more bacon? Vixie's voice crackles uncomfortably as she speaks in a quieter tone. Yes, where did it go? Nina quickly scans the table and grabs the plate half full with bacon and hands it to Vixie. Vixie beams and elevates at the sight of it, grabbing it. She tries pulling it all on her plate, but Nina stops her with a fork. She reluctantly puts a couple pieces back on the plate. Then gingerly places the plate down on the table. With that, breakfast proceeded quickly. Or quietly. Is that chicken for breakfast? It's been a long time since I've had chicken and waffles. That sounds really good. That is until the entrance doors open. Joe walks in. Much to my surprise, he seems different, less cold. Good morning, girls. Everyone says good morning back, completely in unison. Jeremy, glad to see you up. Respond normally. Oh yeah, thanks. Thank you for letting you sleep in the break room. I'll mention it. Thank you for... Okay, do this one. Thanks for letting me take a load off in the break room. Bonbon's ears perk up at my statement as she looks at Joe. Wait, hold on. History. Hold on. Bonbon's ears perk up at the statement and she looks at Joe. Bonbon jolted. He was in the break room this morning? My blood runs cold. I mean, we did, we were being kind of a creep, I ain't gonna lie. So, uh-oh. Maybe she won't connect the dots. Oh yeah, she definitely will connect the dots. Let's not kid ourselves here. Yeah, why? Her eyes then turn to me like daggers. Oh shit. No reason. Yeah, I feel like she's definitely the most aggressive one out of everyone here. She then goes to sit back down. I'm fucked. She walks over to Mona and rests a hand on her shoulder. He leans over and grabs a piece of bacon. Jeremy, if you could come inside with me for a moment, we need to talk. Yeah, I can tell that Joe's favorite is Mona. He takes a bite of the bacon. Good job as always, Nina. Nina blushes and shies away. Oh, Joe, you flatter her. Come on now. He pats my shoulder, urging me to step up, then walks out of the room. I shoot up and speed walk after him. There shuts the door behind us as we enter the outside, the morning sun shining down on us. Joe finishes his bacon before speaking. I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised you stayed. You seem so scared this morning. Face white as if you'd seen a ghost. Even forgetting the keys that would allow you to leave. Yet here you are, hours later, after sleeping in the same place that brought you so much fear. At the promise of more money, if you go through whatever happens today and later on tonight, my fist tightens as he speaks. He's making fun of me. I apologize, but it's all just so comical. Laugh with him, neutral response, get back at him. You know what, Joe seems, you don't seem like a bad person, so let's laugh with him. Why not? Yeah, fake laughing. I guess some people will do anything for money. There's nothing funny about this, but I need this position. I like that. Having the ability to laugh at yourself. Don't lose that quality, kid. Anyway, today's our first morning shift. We're going over some of your duties to listen. Okay? You're a security guard, but you're also sort of an assistant to each girl. I looked at him a bit shocked. Okay, so I'm going to be helping the girls then? Assistant of each girl. It sounds like way more work. He didn't say anything about that last night, and pretty much all of his previous jobs have been being security. Why not just give me that duty? Actually, that is a good point. Again, Joe's not a bad person, but he is kinda off, I guess you'd say. Question or be quiet? Okay, let me save again. I don't know, I feel like Joe's not the type of person to be... If you question him, he'll get mad, I don't know. You know what, I'll just be... You know what, nah, Joe, I'm gonna question you. Assistant to each girl? I thought I'd just be working security. He side-eyes me. Did you really think you'd be making that amount of money just being security? No. You're probably wondering why there aren't more people working here when I clearly have the money to hire. I nodded. Well, the large populace of men here come to this club, and if given the chance, overstep their boundaries with the girls. Okay, I understand. Okay. The girls' reactions are less than satisfactory. I end up having to pay way more cops off because of that. Okay, so sexual harassment towards the girls then, okay. What? It's just easier having one person doing everything. less to clean up. Anyway, roaming around the club 3 times a day to make sure things are fine. You also have to check with the girls to see what they might want help on. You're paid to help all of them, so make sure you check on all of them. They're like real people, and they should need a break from guys trying to hump their leg all the time. Make sure to chat with them to keep their emotional state in check. Helping with their work can also keep their emotional state in check. I nodded. I'm serious. It's important. If they get too irritable, they will lash out, and that's not good for anyone. Well, more so you. I won't be here. Besides that, you'll have to regular duties like taking out the trash twice a day and sweeping up from time to time, or you'll be fired. Okay, so this is basically Day Shift to Freddy's and Five Nights at Freddy's at the same time. So we do stuff during the day and we do stuff during the night. Well, the night shift anyway. Okay, sounds simple. He says it's easy, but that sure sounds like a lot of shit. Yeah, for one person. Yeah, because not only do we gotta do the morning shift, we gotta do the night shift too. I have to keep watch over their emotional state. What the fuck am I, a therapist? I've usually liked the trust. I thought this job wasn't going to be difficult. Past almost dying, that is. Joe speaks up. Hey now, it'll be easy. Just check with the girls and do your tasks. That's all you need to do. I nod, feeling a bit reassured by his words, but still a bit unsure. I assume that he spots this on my face and speaks up. Bonbon or Mona? What? What are you talking about? Bonbon or Mona? Which is more physically appeasing to you? Okay, well, as we were spying on Bonbon in the shower, which, again, was creepy, even if she is a robot. And then Mona, we woke her up, and then she almost caused a bite of 87 on us. So, I don't know. Why? Just answer. Shoo. I'm not here to grill you. I just want to ask you a question. Who do you like more? Bonbon or Mona? So let me save. I mean, I feel like it's way too early to say right now, but Bonbon or Mona? I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Bonbon. Not for those reasons, of course. Okay, let's be honest. I'm lying. It's exactly for those reasons. Let's go with Bonbon. Subconsciously, I knew this was the right answer for me. The other one almost killed me. More recently. I guess Bonbon's a bit interesting to me. Never saw you as being into more confrontational gals. Alright then, let's head back. Oh, and also, just relax. Don't get nervous though. That might cause a problem. What do you mean by that? Yeah, he probably means that I'm going to be folded into a lawn chair. I'm about to be folded into an omelet. So yeah. Johnny gives me an odd smirk. He motions to follow and walks back to the kitchen. I stand there for a moment, a little confused, but quickly follow him in. He's whispering something to Bonbon when I come in. She's also exaggerated. She's also exchanged seats with Mona for whatever reason. Okay. Bonbon's eyes widen as Joe finishes whispering, and I see a smirk across her face and stares at me. Dude, he asked me that question. Okay, so depending on who I said he was going to tell them, dude, okay. Not terrifying in the slightest. I hesitantly walk over to my seat. Bonbon winks at me. Dude, okay. Also, I won't lie, Bonbon kind of looks like, not the Rockstar animatronics, the Glamrock animatronics. Yeah, she kind of looks like one of the Glamrock animatronics. What did you chat about? Oh, Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon, don't pry. I'm sure it was important related things. Probably. Bonbon pulls her chair in closer to the table as Joe grins at me with his thumb. Bro is hooking me up right now. What are they plotting about? I look down at my plate and start eating again, not paying attention to any of the conversation around me. I drift off to my own little world, thinking about the past couple days. I try to thought is Billy Konoff when I feel something moving up my inner thigh. It sends a chill up my body. I quickly look down and see Bonbon's foot. Okay. Future me, get them sensors ready. It sends a chill up my body. I quickly look down and see Bonbon's foot trailing up between my legs. Okay, dude. She rested under my... I hear her giggle. My eyes dart up at her. She's grinning ear to ear as Joe is already walking away after giving Bonbon a pat on the head. Before he leaves, I see him touch Mona on the shoulder. For a moment, she acts strangely, but my attention is over on Bonbon. What is happening? So this is what Joe meant by don't get noticed. She presses harder against my and slowly moves her foot up and down my length. Okay. A bit descriptive there. As this is happening, I watch Joe leave the premises towards my right. But my attention is brought back. The bones in my pants twitches. Her grin widens even more. Alright, yeah, I definitely have to censor that. You can see it in a split second there. All of a sudden, a pompous voice chimes from my right. What are you smiling about? Shit, are you found out? Yeah, bleh. She sticks her tongue out, taunting Ditsy, then starts rubbing faster. Okay. How mature? Ditsy rolls her eyes. Bond gives me a look and nods her head back, motioning me to move closer to the table. Okay, so depending what girl we chose, this scenario was gonna happen. Okay, lovely. I scoot my chair a little closer. She places her foot on me and moves them both around my... Yeah, these angles are insane. What the fuck? Okay. I sink my nails into my thigh, trying not to make any noise. He's gone back to talking with the other girls. I can barely pay attention with what's going on under the table. Mama continues to rub her feet rhythmically up and down my length. She occasionally glances back over to me. Every time her smile widens at seeing me struggle to contain myself as she pleasures my I rest my elbows at the table and take my head into my hands. Oh, you're alright, darling. I inhale. Yes, just a bit tired and hot. Oh, you poor thing. You don't even have air conditioning on. I'll open a window. Maybe he's just flustered being around so many beautiful women. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, now it's just full on. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. Her foot job has picked up speed. My making a makeshift... Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that. Allowing her soles and toes to slide up and down, almost mimicking a mouth. Dude, I hate how this is so damn detailed. Dude. I have to see this. You guys don't, unless you play the game for yourselves. She squeezes her foot around my I can't help but grunt slightly. She quickly jerks them up and down with such precision. Fuck, this is my first foot job, and it's so good. Fuck, I never thought these could feel so good. Okay. I released a grunt under my breath. I don't think I can hold on much longer. I think Bonbon realizes this too. She giggles and keeps her pace. She puts one of her soles on top of my and closing her toes softly around the. Not reading the rest of that. Using her other foot to edge me along her semi-sharp nails, adding an odd opposite sensation to her soft work on my tip. Oh fuck. I grunt into my hand, adding a cough to the end to mask it. I'm getting close, and she can tell. I grab my fingers into the chair, and orgasm is coming, and it may not be a quiet one. But she doesn't care. She continues her sadistic game, using my as a plaything. She's closing one set of toes around the tip of my while using the other to coax my orgasm out. And it's working. I can hold on no longer. I'm about to until she pulls her feet away from my dripping down to the floor. As I feel as if I'm being pulled away from the edge. Anger, confusion could cloud my brain. I could feel the air around my completely lubricated indicating she moved her feet away. So she has no intention of continuing. I give her a puzzled look. She just grins and sticks her tongue out. You. Maybe this will stop you from being a peeping Tom. Okay, so she did know. Alright. Well, I stare at her, flustered. She laughs and continues to eat her breakfast like nothing happened. I grimace at the fact and I just got blue-balled. Man, I should have just kept my mouth shut about sleeping in the back. Maybe she would have let me get off. It's my own fault. But it looks like she has a little domineering personality. I learned to decide how to approach her later. For now, I quickly zip my pants back up and just roll the rest of breakfast out. Well then, I've probably been recording for about 2 hours now, so let's see. Save, and I'm gonna end the video right here. So let's see. Pause and menu. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave this part of Bonbons here. I'm not exactly sure how long the game is, but I will continue playing it. So, if you guys want to play the game for yourselves, as I've been saying multiple times throughout this video, it'll be in the description down below if you want to play it for yourselves. And that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm starving, so I'm going to make some goulash. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Dude, this main menu music slaps. Alright, okay. I'm done. Alright.